At the start of the movie, a mysterious man is seen trailing another man's car. He deliberately bumps into the car, resulting in the driver getting down to take a photo for insurance claiming. Suddenly, the mysterious man stabs him in the back, over and over, resulting in his death due to blood loss. The next day, a police officer named Tae-suk and his assistant are driving to get to the crime scene. However, Tae-suk sees gangsters in front of a slot machine store. He gets down to teach them a lesson and searches the place. Meanwhile, Jenang, a gangster boss who owns the place, calls Tae-suk's boss since he has bribed him to not meddle with his illegal businesses. Hearing that, his boss calls Tae-suk and orders him to investigate the crime scene immediately. At the crime scene, Tae-suk finds a car collision mark as a lead to the murder's motives. In the office, the police officers are discussing the murder case. They believe that the case is a robbery murder since the victim's wallet is gone. However, Tae-suk says that the culprit is actually a serial killer. He links it with other similar style murders that have happened around the area over the past weeks. Despite his claim, he still doesn't have enough evidence to support it. Thus, his boss forbids him from entering the case. However, he is still determined to find the killer.
내가 승진하고 싶어서 승진. 회의 끝났대잖아. 나와. 범인 잡으러.
On the other hand, Jenang is meeting his rival named Sang-do. Sang-do intends to enter Jang's territory to open his own gambling stores, with a suggestion of working together to expand their business. However, Jenang knows what he is up to and declines the offer.
일로와. 새끼들이 돌았나? 일로와. 평화적으로 하면 되겠다, 그지?
After the meeting, Jenang is driving alone to get back home. On his way home, the serial killer crashes his car's rear. Seeing that his car is fine, Jenang decides to let the man go. When Jenang is about to enter his car, the killer stabs him in the back, resulting in a fight between the two of them. Jenang is stabbed several times, and he manages to stab the killer once on the chest. After seeing how strong Jenang is, he decides to flee and hits him with his car. Unsatisfied with his failed attempt, he drives to a rural area and kills a local old man. Meanwhile, Jenang is hospitalized after the incident. His men who hear about it suspect that it was Sang-do's doing, so they raid his place. Thus, the inevitable fight breaks out between the two gangs. After waking up, Jenang says that the killer is not Sang-do's man, and he orders his men to locate the killer's car.
칼맛이 좀 달라.
그리고 지금 이 바닥에서.
Tae-suk, who hears about the news, visits Jenang and questions him about the incident. However, Jenang declines his help since he doesn't want anything to do with Tae-suk. He plans on capturing the assailant by himself and takes matters into his own hands. After the meeting, Tae-suk looks for Jenang's car and finds a car collision mark II, supporting his claim about the serial killer. At night, the killer is back in action. He kills a truck driver and drives the vehicle away. However, the driver's friend is actually in the back seat. He laughs psychotically as he is about to get his second kill for the night. His knife falls down during the process and is found by Jenang's men afterwards. The next day, Tae-suk visits Jenang once more to ask him to cooperate. Finally, they come to an agreement. They decide that Jang will provide the manpower and money, while Tae-suk will take care of the skills and tools needed to run the investigation.
자신 있으면 들어오던가. 그럼 먼저 잡는 사람이 갖는 거지.
이 손에 잡히면 골로 간다.
Beforehand, Jang has asked a painter to sketch the killer's face. With Jang's great memory retention, the sketch is detailed enough to let them run a search.
줘봐. 비슷하네, 이 새끼. 경찰보다 먼저 찾아야 돼.
알겠습니다.
Before searching for the killer, Jang orders his men to kill his rival, Sang-doo, using the killer's knife which they have found. His men deliberately leave the knife on Sang-doo's body to shift the blame towards him. Tae-suk, who knows about the condition, suspects Jang of killing Sang-doo and confronts him. They get into a fight despite their agreement, but Tae-suk is single-handedly defeated.
아, 이 또라이 새끼 또 왔네. 아니, 누구긴 형님 직원이지.
아, 그리고 경찰하고 깡패 새끼하고 잘하는 시사를 씨.
너는 뭐 경찰 아니고?
Due to their fight, Tae-suk plans to capture the killer first before incriminating Jang afterwards. The next day, both Jang and the killer are present at Sang-doo's funeral. The killer secretly tips Sang-doo's man that Jang is actually the one who killed their boss. On his way home, the killer finds another target and immediately kills him in the same manner. He doesn't have any motives and pattern in his killings, aside from the fact that he feels satisfied after taking a man's life. Meanwhile, Jang's men have found the killer's car. Jang and Tae-suk investigated to look for anything that might help them in identifying the killer. Upon investigation, they are attacked by Sang-doo's men who look to kill Jang for revenge. Despite their great numbers, all of them are defeated by Jang and Tae-suk due to the differences in their fighting skills. From the investigation, they have found the killer's fingerprints and have successfully identified him. They search his residence, but cannot find him since he has escaped. Luckily, Tae-suk finds his photo and uses it to prepare a search. In the headquarters, Jang's men and Tae-suk's men are planning a full-scale search. After the plan is set, they relay it to Jang's men and send them out to the streets. Hotels, markets, terminals, bars, internet cafes, not any single place is left unturned by them. Despite their effort, the killer is still nowhere to be found. The next day, Jang is meeting Tae-suk at a bus terminal. They also happen to meet a high school girl there.
아저씨 깡패야.
아저씨가 더 깡패 같으신데요?
뭘? 웃지 마라 이.
When they are resting with the others, they find out that the girl who they talked to has been killed by the killer.
살인 등과 같은 사회적
오성아.
Once more, they set out to the streets with the bus line as the new leads. This time, they successfully pinpoint the killer's residence. However, the killer realizes that he is being surrounded, so he drives away. The cops and the gangsters chase him, and a prolonged car chase happens. After some time, Jang and Tae-suk manage to corner him and crash his car. However, the killer has escaped and kills one of Jang's men in the process. Jenang follows his blood trail and arrives at a karaoke bar. He enters the room and smashes the door down. The killer is pinned down by Jang's body weight while being continuously beaten. Then, he drags him away and brings him to a place to torture him. Suddenly, Tae-suk comes in with his car and crashes into Jang.
하다 이 새끼야. 그래도 내가 경찰 아니냐.
He takes the killer away and brings him to the police station. Finally, the killer is being tried for his crimes. He continuously evades the accusations, saying that there is no direct evidence to his killings. When the judge starts to feel that he is innocent, Jang enters the courtroom as a witness and the sole survivor of the attack. He reveals about the killer's face sketch that he has to support his testimony. Furthermore, he is also able to narrate the incident in detail, supported by the scars on his body and the killer's body, as a result of the knife fight.
손도 한번 확인해 보세요. 흉터가 많을 겁니다.
With all of the direct evidence present, the killer is sentenced to death. However, Jang is also imprisoned due to his illegal business and other crimes that he has committed. Turns out, he has agreed to turn himself in as long as he can be imprisoned in one facility with the killer. In the end, Tae-suk and his men are getting promoted due to their achievements in solving the multiple serial murder cases. Jang also enters the prison with a big smile on his face, since he will be getting his revenge soon.